We are a few days into our Southeast tour. I'm very excited about what's coming in the future, but for right now, I can say this: we are now undeniably in the South. The past couple videos have been in some, I guess, gray areas, as some would consider Washington, D.C. and Maryland part of the South, but others would say, no, it's in the mid-Atlantic, or maybe it's in the North. But now we have reached the state of North Carolina. We have been here before, but we've been here on the western side where the mountains were. We are on the completely opposite side of North Carolina right now. This is eastern North Carolina, closest to the Atlantic Ocean. We're actually not too far away from the Outer Banks. We might be on the Outer Banks right now, but that's not where we're going to. That's not our destination. While everybody's driving past these islands to get a little bit of the sun, well, it's not going to be very warm. It's actually quite windy and cold right now for the middle of April. But while everybody is aiming to get some sort of resort experience on the beach and having fun like that, we're doing something a little bit different. We are on a very culturally important and significant patch of field. So as I said before, it's a very windy day. I don't know what's going on with the weather patterns, but yes, it's windy. You can see the flag is flying right there. There's someone flying a kite. So I guess the wind is a little bit fitting for where we are, why we are here. You see, wind makes things fly real well. For hundreds of years, maybe even thousands, humans in all societies have desired the ability to go up in the air and see what the skies are like. It's that natural element of exploration that humans are drawn to. And one of these ways that people can get up into the sky and experience that thrill is by flight. We are here at the Wright Brothers National Memorial. If you know anything about the state of North Carolina, you will know that they take such pride in being the first in flight. You can see it on the state quarter. You can see it on the state license plate. North Carolinians are very proud that in their home state, the world's first powered flight took place. Right here, where we are standing here on the coverage project. In the state of Ohio, Wilbur and Orville Wright were born. Through their youth, they loved inquiring about new things, and as they got older, they learned new skills. They learned all these different things about mechanics, mathematics, how to operate motors, how to work with gadgetry. They eventually worked on bicycles and repairing them and fixing them up. And through their life experiences, they learned to inquire about new things, such as how to fly. In the late 1800s, it was the hot thing to figure out what was required for humans to get up in the air. You see, hot air balloons and Zeppelins had already been thought out and explored, but people wanted to figure out if there was a way to fly with a motor so that they can control the flight and not have to rely on the winds or the elements of the air above. And so it was right here in Kitty Hawk, or, I mean, that's a misnomer actually. We're actually here in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, a few miles away from Kitty Hawk, but it was here that these brothers experimented and tried over and over and over again until they found success here. For years, they selected this location, toyed with their contraptions of flight, but so many times they had failed. Either their plane crashed and they had to repair it, or it just didn't have the results they expected. So they wanted success, and they tried for years here with thousands of flights before they found success. And so, this path that we're walking along is the path that on December 17th, 1903, after years of failed attempts, the Wright brothers had finally made their successful flight of 59 seconds. Obviously, to take a lift off, you would probably need a hill or something. And so that was the hill with that monument that they departed. And for 4 tries, the first 3 sort of lasted for 15 seconds and made their way a couple hundred feet, but the 4th went from there all the way to the end of that pathway. As you can see, there's this massive hill. This is called Kill Devil Hill. 100 years ago, this was just a sand dune, but the Wright brothers utilized this hill thousands of times on their experimental flights. Because, you know, from a height of that, you can fly the plane all the way down this broad stretch. Now it's interesting, from this view you can not only see the field along which the Wright brothers took their flight, but also we are right next to all those houses along the Atlantic Ocean. Like most people who revolutionized the world, the Wright brothers were at first ridiculed and doubted. They didn't believe the few witnesses who had come there for that first flight. But over the next several years, as the Wright brothers refined their craft, made planes that lasted longer in the air, and were showcased at various events, the Wright brothers gained worldwide celebrity status and were hailed as these heroes who finally cracked the code to figure out how people could fly. Essentially, right here in Kill Devil Hills or Kitty Hawk, wherever this national memorial is, it could be considered the world's first airport. By the way, this is a reconstruction of what the shed would look like that the Wright brothers used for their glider. World's first airport hangar? Maybe. Well, there is only so much I can offer you all with a simple field. We are, however, at the shore of the Atlantic Ocean. Very, very, very close where we are now. Just 1,000 or so feet away. We might as well visit that. The beautiful waves of the Atlantic Ocean. Now, we've been to the Atlantic Ocean quite a few times in such classics as Ocean City, Maryland, Ocean City, New Jersey. A lot of oceans in the name. Now, you'll probably notice that this beach is a lot more quiet, a lot more desolate. No boardwalk attractions of any sort. Now, it could be void of people just because it's a little too cold, a little too windy for people to actually be on the beach and enjoy it, but it could also be because this beach is probably meant for people who buy one of the beach houses flooded along the shore of this North Carolina Outer Banks coast. Is it me, or do the waves here in Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills, do they seem a little bit stronger? I'm not too sure. I don't go on the beach that much. One thing's for sure though, you sail straight here, you'll end up all the way into Mediterranean Europe or Northern Africa, countries like Morocco, Portugal, Spain. You'll have to sail a long way though. Oh, and looks like I am drenched. The waves got me. I wasn't too careful there. Between having my legs very cold with the springtime waters of the Atlantic, and then the next place, the final place we're gonna go to on this video, it's gonna be a long drive back to the campground. Oh yeah, my socks, shoes, they're all drenched. The Atlantic Ocean in a few states now, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and now at the southernmost point we've gone to here on the coverage project, North Carolina. But yeah, not much more I can really give with a beach. It's a beach, there's the ocean, there's the sand, there's some junk everywhere.
DC.
I was just there a few days ago.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you just go see like all the monuments and stuff like that?
General stuff like that, and I also tried to just see the other type of neighborhoods. You dive deep into your ambitions and stuff, and it's very hard to get out once you've made that decision. Yeah. So
I'm all in, man.
Yeah, I wish you the best of luck. Do you have any sort of like thing I can follow you on?
Well, I'll tell you, I actually just recorded an album of my original material, which should come out in like a couple days on like everything.
Okay.
So it's I'm Adam Richardson.
Adam
It'll be
Richardson.
Adam E. Richardson.
Adam
There's
E.
like
Richardson.
one dude on Spotify named Adam Richardson.
Oh,
with like
yeah.
one song out there.
Right.
And it's called Live from the Living Room. And it's a picture of this guitar in front of a fireplace. That's like some of my original stuff. And it's cool because it's a continuous take. It's like 45 minutes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Take, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's very nice to meet a fellow free spirit like you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, dude.
Getting serious Desert of Maine vibes right here. But we're not in Maine. It kind of makes sense because the ocean over generations, over thousands of years, deposits all this sand onto the shore, and so all over the Outer Banks region, you might find a sand dune or two hidden away. Oh my goodness. Of course, a mountain of sand. It's kind of fun though, climbing up. Oh my gosh. It is much larger than I ever would have thought. This is way larger than the Desert of Maine. This is way larger than Indiana Dunes. This is Jockey's Ridge State Park. And boy, are we given a warm welcome here. Okay, having never been to a desert in my life, this is the closest we've ever seen to an actual desert. Because I mean, from the looks of it, you would believe that you're in this huge, expansive, arid land. But instead of never-ending sand dunes, there's like a little marsh, a sound of water over there. Somewhere. We might have to walk a while to get to it. It was way too windy on that other side. Anyway, Jockey's Ridge State Park is such a fun natural quirk in this eastern shore, not just North Carolina, but just the region of the East Coast. So fun to just go up and down the sandhills for as windy as they are. So I would definitely recommend go to the Outer Banks, head to Jockey's Ridge State Park for some fun experiences as if you're in the desert. Well, what a fun day we had right here in Kill Devil Hills. So anyway, that's all I can really say. So coming to you from these great sand dunes right next to the Atlantic Ocean, a little above those houses. More travels to come. I will see you at the next location.